Hello and Happy New Year. Okay, it's January the 2nd. Happy New Year to everyone. And January the 2nd is a good time for a video about New Year's resolutions. Okay, do you have any? Have you made any New Year's resolutions? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to tell you my New Year's resolutions and give you some tips for how you can keep your New Year's resolutions and not break them. And a little bit of a debate on the whole idea. Is it a good idea, New Year's resolutions? Is it a huge waste of time? Okay. And following that, I will look at some of the vocabulary and grammar that I use to discuss all this. Okay, so I've got New Year's resolutions to discuss with you. Number one, sugar. We all know sugar is lovely, but very bad for you. I eat too much sugar. I have a very sweet tooth. So I've decided that I can't give up sugar because it's too nice, but I can eat less sugar. So my first New Year's resolution is I'm going to cut down on sugar. Okay, here's my first tip here. I don't think it's possible to completely stop, to completely give up. Okay, so I'm just going to be realistic. Okay, and we'll look at this again a bit later, but I'm going to be realistic and just cut down. Okay, I think that's possible. Other tip I've got for you is be very specific. Okay, so how am I going to cut down on sugar? I'm going to stop having sugar in my coffee. I think you're going to be stunned by this and shocked in a bad way. I have 3 spoons, sometimes even 4 spoonfuls of sugar in my coffee. It's bad, isn't it? It's really bad. So I'm just going to stop. I've already tried this, and I think I can do it. Right. Secondly, my flat is full of junk. It took me a long time to get my background so that it wasn't full of stuff. Old toys, broken appliances. I've got a broken printer that I've had in the flat for ages. It doesn't work. What's the point? So yeah, old toys, Lego, clothes, old books. I need to throw some in the bin, give some to friends, give some to charity, remove them from my flat. So I've got 2 good words I would use for this. I'm going to declutter my flat. I'm going to get rid of some stuff, lots of stuff. Okay. Right, and another tip for you with New Year's resolutions, set yourself a time limit, okay? So, by the end of this month, by the end of January, I will have tidied my flat. It will be a palace, okay? I will have decluttered completely, okay, by the end of this month. Right, last one, and it's a short-term goal because... like a lot of people, over Christmas, too much cake, too much chocolate, too much dessert. I've put on a little bit of weight, not too much. So a short-term goal is to lose some weight, not a huge amount, just a few pounds, okay? So I haven't done any exercise. I'm going to cut down on sugar. That's going to help me lose weight. Also, I'm going to do exercise in the flat, okay? Now, as I said before, be realistic, okay? I'm going to do 30 minutes of exercise in the flat 3 times a week, okay? Realistic, I think. Right, now, 2 final tips for you about New Year's resolutions. My pal Linda says every day is January the 1st. What I think she means is that you should, if you have an important change in your life, if you want to change your life, do it now. Don't wait for January the 1st. Okay, good tip from Linda. Second tip is don't even try to give up chocolate. It's not possible, okay? You're not going to do it. It's impossible, and life without chocolate isn't worth living, okay? A world without chocolate is not a world I want to live in. So don't give up chocolate. Right, and finally, now I'm just going to debate this whole idea. Is it a good idea? Some people say that, New Year, new you, it's a chance for you to focus on changes you want to make in your life and make these changes. Set yourself a list of goals that you can that are realistic and that you can help you to really change your life. Okay. Some people say if you want to change your life, just do it now. Don't wait for January. It's a waste of time. Okay. My opinion is if it helps anyone to make a change, then why not? Do it. Okay. My life isn't perfect. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to use January the 1st as a time to focus and get motivated. Right, let's look at some vocabulary. So firstly, very specific vocabulary for New Year. Make a New Year's resolution. Yeah. Find something in your life that is not perfect and change it. Give up smoking, give up chocolate, cut down on alcohol. Get fit, okay? Some good collocations. So collocation is a verb and a noun together, yeah? Make a New Year's resolution, yeah? When you, on January the 1st, make your, set yourself some goals. You make a New Year's resolution. More collocations for this. If you are successful, okay, so after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah, you're not smoking, you've given up, we say you keep your New Year's resolutions. Bit like with a promise, yeah, you can make a promise and keep a promise, okay? Also, we can stick to a New Year's resolution, okay? So we might say to people, have you stuck to your New Year's resolutions? Or have you kept your New Year's resolutions? Now, if you fail, and thinking back to last year's New Year's resolutions, I think I had the same ones. Cut down on or give up. I think it was give up sugar. So I failed last year because I didn't give up sugar. So in that case, we say I broke my New Year's resolutions. And interestingly, many people find this in January. They make their New Year's resolutions, but they fail. They break their New Year's resolutions. Start smoking again, for example. Okay, so some good collocations. Now with the grammar, you make a plan, yeah? Now, it's not a maybe, is it? It's not maybe. You're saying definitely. People are very determined, yeah? I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to give up smoking. So we just use going to. It's a definite plan. I'm going to lose weight. Going to infinitive. Okay, another structure you may have noticed, I said that by the end of January, I will have tidied my flat, or I will have decluttered my flat, okay? So this means that it's a future, yeah? I'm referring to the future. It's grammar for the future. I'm saying between now and the end of January, okay? So at some point in the next month, this will be completed, okay? The flat will be beautiful. No clutter, no junk, no rubbish, no old toys, okay? So we're saying something that will have been finished, completed, before a point in the future, okay? This is the future perfect, and the structure here is will, have, past participle, okay? I will have given up smoking. I will have, but it's got to be something completed, okay? I will have joined the gym, a new gym or something, joined the gym. Okay, right. So, some phrasal verbs. Let's look at some vocabulary. So, lots of good phrasal verbs for New Year's resolutions. Some people might say, I'm going to give up smoking, for example. Completely stop. No more cigarettes. I gave up smoking in 1999, by the way. Haven't smoked this century. Very proud of that. Now, if you have less of something, so me, I said that regarding sugar, yeah, I'm going to cut down on sugar. I'm not going to give up, yeah, I'm just going to have less sugar, cut down on sugar, okay? So maybe on Christmas Day, I had a kilo of chocolate, but on the next day, only half a kilo, and the day after, just 2 bars of chocolate, okay? So I'm getting less and less and less. I'm improving, okay? Right. More phrasal verbs. Yeah, I said my flat has a lot of junk, a lot of old stuff, old toys. I need to give them away. Give them to charity, give them to friends. If it's some old clothes of my son's, yeah, they're still okay, but he's too big for them. I can give those to my friends who have younger kids. throw some things in the bin. I've got a broken printer, throw it in the bin. So we say get rid of this stuff, remove it from your house. And a verb for this, declutter. You declutter, get rid of, remove. There's a noun for declutter as well. The noun for all the stuff, yeah? All the old junk, the old rubbish, the broken printer. This is clutter, okay? Do I need this in my flat? No, it's rubbish. I don't need it. Or it's either rubbish or I just don't need it anymore. I don't want it. I need to remove it. So clutter is the noun. It's uncountable. So declutter and clutter, 2 words. Which one has a negative meaning? Clutter is negative. That's the old stuff I don't want. Declutter is positive because that means I remove it. And after I remove it, I'm very happy. Okay, so an example of that then, 2 example sentences. I need to declutter my flat. I'm going to declutter. And an example sentence for clutter. In my flat, there's too much clutter. Okay. Right, so 1 or 2 more words for vocabulary. I gave you some tips, yeah? And I said with exercise, is it possible for me to do 3 hours of exercise every day? No, I'm not Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not going to do that. It's not possible. I don't have the time or the energy. So this idea, this resolution, this for me is unrealistic. This is an adjective. It's not possible. It's unrealistic. What's the opposite? Just remove the prefix un, realistic. So 30 minutes, 3 times a week, that's possible. That's realistic. Okay? There's another phrase I've just remembered that I used. I was talking about sugar and I said that I really like sugar, yeah? Okay? And there was an idiom. I have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. It means I really like sugar. Do you have a sweet tooth? Okay, so going to finish there. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Some interesting vocabulary, I think, and language. Now, why don't you practice this vocabulary? 2 things in the comments. You can give me your opinion on New Year's resolutions. Do you think they're a good idea or a massive waste of time? Secondly, have you made any New Year's resolutions this year? Okay, tell me your New Year's resolutions. What are you going to do? How are you going to improve your English? Do you have a New Year's resolution? Be specific, be realistic. I'm going to improve my listening by practicing through podcasts, for example. Very specific, realistic. I'm going to do 3 every week. That's very realistic. That's definitely realistic, I think. Yep. Okay. Thank you for watching. And see you in a video soon, I hope. Okay, wish me luck with my New Year's resolutions. Good luck to you with your New Year's resolutions too. And remember, whatever you do, don't give up chocolate.